Hey everybody, Eezore here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do the event Powering Up Poseidon, as well as getting the different generators for the game Fallout 76. Alright, this information was given to me by Instakill in one of my comment sections, so thank you very much Instakill for the information because I had no idea where these were, but when you explained it to me, I figured I better let everyone else know, so thank you again. Now, this event is done at the power plant. It can be done at the other two power plants as well, but Poseidon is probably by far the easiest. This will take some time if you're doing it by yourself. It took me about 45 to 50 minutes, and it will obviously take less and less time as you know what you're doing, but ultimately it's going to be a little bit of a time sink, but the rewards are well worth it as far as the generators you get. Now again, this is guaranteed to drop you one of the 3 generator plans, besides obviously the 2 that you start off with. And the fusion generator in particular is the one you're looking for because it's a really good plan. It ends up creating 100 power for like the cost of about 2 to 3 of the large ones. So it's by far the most efficient one you can make. So it definitely is worth getting early. I'm really upset that I found this out, you know, like 50 hours into the game. But all right, so first things first. As you see, I'm running around and going to be killing everything. I do have the event going right now. I took over the workshop and that procced the event to start. You definitely need to get the workshop if you want to have the fusion cores powered up. You can actually create them if you have enough powers for it, but what it says is you have to make basic repairs, you see in the upper right there, to the reactor system, the generator system, and the cooling system. Now this is kind of weird because it doesn't really tell you exactly what you have to do, but basically when you're looking around you'll see some damaged consoles here as well as some pipes. You have to repair them. It doesn't cost anything to repair, you just have to actually find them. There's no actual marker at first, so it took me a while to figure this out. This is where Instakill is definitely a big help because he told me about it. But what you need to do is you need to find the broken consoles as well as the pipes. As you see here, these pipes are striped pipes. You can also hear the hissing from the steam coming out of them. That's what you need to look for. There are a couple that you need to kind of platform across, I guess, in order to get a couple of them, so watch out for that. The cooling system has 2 of them. They're outside of them. I definitely recommend getting those 2 first and then making your way in. If you go into the top part, you'll end up finding the generator system, and then as long as you're running around, you'll end up eventually finding the reactor if you follow the signs. It's definitely a maze inside of there, so just kind of be careful with that. And again, this is where more people helps go through faster because you can all technically be making repairs to the different sections and kind of going through it pretty much quicker. So. Now once you go inside, you get to the generator system. Like I said, you want to be looking for the consoles, which looked all banged up. They kind of, once you find a couple, you'll end up knowing what you're looking for, but just keep an eye open for those. The pipes are very audible, like you can hear them for a while away, so you definitely want to keep an ear open for those, I guess. One thing I'm going to mention too is that once you end up repairing so much of the actual system, whatever one you're working on, it will end up giving you quest markers for the rest of them. So I'll show that here in a little bit. I think you have to end up doing about a little over 50% of them in order to get it done. I don't know if it's 2/3 of it or if it is exactly 50%, but you have to get most of it done. You'll end up almost having the entire system repaired before you'll start seeing them. So just kind of keep finding them as you get them. And then at the end, like I said, you'll end up getting the quest markers showing off where they are. So, all right, here I'm going to show you what I was talking about with those quest markers. That was the 50% one, so now I'm able to see the rest of them on my quest HUD. So it did pop up a whole bunch of them. It's kind of confusing, but all you got to do is just follow wherever they are. There are a few that are a little tricky to get, but overall it's not too bad. Once you get so far, you will end up having it switch from, hey, make basic repairs to fully repair it. You don't have to finish this off. I don't know if you'll actually get the plan if you did it. I just did it because I was already there and I like to complete the stuff. So, alright, so once you fully repair all 3 sections or repair them to the point where it's at least operational, then you can restart the entire system. For this, you need to go to the actual control panel inside of, I think it's the, I forget what it was called, the command center, I want to say. But there's a little console that you're able to interact with, and then the second option is to restart the power plant. So once you get that done, you'll actually finish off the event and get the rewards. And like I said, you are guaranteed one of the plans for one of the generators. It's completely random which one it does give you though, so it could be any one of the 3. So theoretically you have to do the event at least 3 times. However, if you get the same one on one of those 3 times, I don't know if it's specific to each power plant or if it's just completely random, but definitely keep an eye on that. Also, if you have multiple people doing it and somebody gets a double, so like now I have the fusion reactor, if I get one, I can end up giving it to one of my friends or vice versa. So yeah, that's about all there is. I really wish I would have known about this way before. I had tried doing this event a couple of times and didn't know how to do it, so I just kind of blew it off. Had I known this is where you get the generators from, I would have done it a long time ago. So hopefully the video helps. Again, thank you Instakill for the information. That's about all I got for you guys. If you found the video useful, go ahead and give it a like. If you like other video game related content, that's kind of what I do, so consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I've been Eezore. Until next time, keep your story going.